Hi everyone, Debbie Cork here. This is another video of a journal that I finished a little while ago and just didn't video. It's called the My Stuff Journal because it was inspired by Carla from Caged Fish, who suggested making journals using things that you actually like. We all tend to hoard images and backgrounds that we really like and don't use them, and myself included, so this was a real opportunity to use things that I'd saved and really liked. We tend to keep them for a special journal and then they never get used. So I'll flip through, I'll do the measurements and everything at the end, have a quick flip through and a few of the papers that I've used. This is vellum. I'm never quite sure what to do with vellum, but I really like it, so I put it in that in the journal, and it's really nice because you can see the image right through. So I used a combination of scrapbook papers that I had, magazine images. This is a piece of serendipity paper that I made following a book that I'd made with Thomas the Tank Engine. More magazine images. This is jelly print paper that I'd made. I like the colour of. How cute is that little girl? Love that picture of the oval egg. Mine never looked quite like that. This was some chart paper that I'd been given, and love the colours on these walls. These like natural sort of images. How cool would that frame be to have? Really like that. Again, something I'd saved because I really liked it but wasn't quite sure what to do with. Too busy to add anything. That's just a magazine image. Too busy to add anything else, but really nice. This was brown craft paper that I used for one of the pages. This was security envelope, and I just stuck that onto the opening. This is just more magazine images, and the back of that serendipity paper. How lovely is that? Reminded me of a holiday that we had in Cornwall where we collected the eggs, and they were all different sizes. This is another image that I'd kept for a long time, never quite sure what to do with it. It was always a bit busy to put anywhere. This was a calendar that I had from my cousin in Australia, and actually you can see that the actual cover was made from it as well. This is flock wallpaper, so sort of like glittery, real textured stuff. Again, tricky to know what to do with. These are just magazine images. Painted paper. I could add some things to these, and I probably will do at some stage, but just nice to have them in there. And this was some Happy Mail that I received from somebody in Europe some time ago, and that she'd written on, which I thought was rather nice to keep. So again, there's more magazine images and more textured wallpaper. A different serendipity paper this time, made from a children's book. And lovely image that. Saw that when I went to Amsterdam and saw the tulip fields and went to the Keukenhof Gardens. Tree rings, unusual in blue. Oops, sorry. That was a menu that I had from Holiday in St Ives, which is always nice to remember those sorts of things. I thought that was an interesting image with different coloured hair. Again, more magazine images. Back of the serendipity paper. Just a real mix. This was a calendar that I'd had for years, and love that. I love anything that's looking down on things. This was a packaging from a silk painted scarf that I'd kept for years, just because I liked the colours and never actually used it. And just a bit of collage on there using some sewing paper patterns. That's always nice to feel those textured wallpapers. How about that for a cool picture of donuts? And again, that's just an image. I really like that. I thought it might be inspiring for a piece of art going forward, and the same with that one. Just nice things to use for inspiration. I love food pictures, particularly when they're taken from looking down on them. Lovely colours on that one. And again on that one, that's magazine images with some painted paper that I've just traced the lines with a black pen. This was serendipity paper that I made that I just actually added an image to see how it would look. That's the serendipity paper again. Very keen on sculptures like that. You can see the painted paper a bit easier on there. So again, a real mixture of things, a bit of collage on that one. It was a memory, it was a cutout of a paper bag that I had when I went to Salisbury with my daughter. And that's a lovely image. Again, more magazine images. This is a bit more serendipity paper made from text from a book. How cool is that? More textured wallpaper. And this foil paper I'd had for ages. I was never quite sure what to do with it, but actually when you put it into something with an image next to it, that side and also that side, it actually creates a really nice effect. Small magazine images, like any sort of stationery, and boat drawings. So there's the back of that foil paper. Just a collage using black and white. Some wrapping paper. So there you have it. So I've called it My Stuff Journal because it's got my stuff in it. Couldn't think of a better title. The cover was the cover of a calendar that I'd had from my cousin in Australia in 2014. You can just see it there. I think I've used most of it now. It has 4 signatures in it. The book itself is 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches tall, and then the pages are 5 inches wide and 7.25 inches tall. There are 32 sides to decorate in each signature, so 4 signatures with 9 sheets in each, which gives a total of 128 sides to decorate. And it has a 1.25 just over spine. It's quite a fat book, but it's not too bad. It doesn't open up too much. So there you have it. Thanks very much. Bye bye.